man, rotate the beat, give me a mic check. 1, 2, clear your throat.
Reproachful sycophant son of a...
Hi, didn't see you there. My name is Jeffrey Jefferson, the director and writer of this wonderful film. You see, I first wanted to engender this film when I saw these two ladies selling used napkins on the side of the road. I thought, what eccentric beings to focus on. My journey began there.
What are you doing with that thingy-my-bob there?
We're making a documentary about you.
Oh, well, Julie, I didn't know we were going to be on TV. Let me go get my Sunday clothes. Yeah, you do that.
Well, actually, this is a Netflix special, so you're not going to be on the news.
Oh, what?
A Netflix special.
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
This proved to be less pragmatic than I thought it to be. You know this isn't a picture, right?
Yeah, sorry, she's incoherent.
Well, the whole napkin business started when I was a little girl. I mean, it seemed like an exemplary idea, and it was. You see, I only come up with good ideas. I'm a genius, you get what I mean?
Yes.
Well, it started with Vietnam. You see, I was drafted because they thought I was a man. Now that I think about it, it's kind of dubious that my parents named me Bruce. It doesn't really shout female. Well, so I was in Vietnam, not knowing that everyone else was a man.
Excuse me, ma'am. Could you look at the camera? Can you look at the camera and stop looking at your phone? We're making a documentary.
And boom! I forgot to pack my socks, being the indolent human that I was. And I looked down and there's a fresh pile of napkins laying there, so I just used those instead to alleviate the cold and the wetness. It was right then and there that I decided to dedicate my life to the one thing that saved it. Napkins. I'm a fanatic for napkins.
So what's your favorite memory of living on the road soliciting and selling napkins?
Well, you know, you were probably born with an elaborate cashmere Egyptian cotton napkin in your mouth. I had to innovate, to work, to build this industry that we take for granted. They used to call me the Napkin Queen of Texas. But you'd probably look at me and you wouldn't think twice. You'd discriminate and think I'm a homeless invalid.
But ma'am, you are homeless, right?
You know, they used to call me the Napkin Queen. I was in the industry the longest of all of us. I was the original used napkin advocate. On a good day, I would sell 400 and rent 550. But then the reprehensible Johnson & Johnson came to town with their flagrant disposable napkins. And our used napkins, well, they got neglected. First, the aesthetic kids stopped buying them, and then the congenial middle class, and then the revered aristocrats. Snobs stopped sourcing from us.
So what do you do after the napkin collapse of '89?
Well, nothing. I'd lived in the napkin world. I didn't know how to survive without napkins. It was futile to try to know.
Is that why you're homeless?
No.
Then why are you homeless?
Well, boy, I have plenty of money. This is just the way I look.
Oh. Okay. I knew at that moment that I had to reunite these women. So what happened that made you want to leave this business?
Well, their failure was conspicuous from a mile away, and you know, it was about time the world moved on from renting, and now they just want to buy.
Interesting. That's an enigma.
And there's that whole thing where Bruce tried to kill me. I did not! A woman can't even live her life anymore.
Well, why do you think she would think that?
Well, every person in her life has her hobbies, right? And I somehow developed a fervor for acupuncture. Being the good friend that I was, I practiced my acupuncture skills on Julie while she was asleep, you know, to calm her down. And you know, the diva Julie is. She just got in a hissy fit and started screaming, so I just said, "Geez," and ran away. I haven't seen her since.
And do you think this is due to the acupuncture?
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess. Oh, and there was that whole thing where Lila tried to throw me in the Hudson in a shoebox, but that's history.
She's just belligerent, that's it.
After meeting these profound women of industry, I decided that we needed for them to rejoin forces to bring the napkin industry back to the height it was in the 20th.
No. Heck no.
This turned out to be much more difficult than I had planned it to be, which led to what we now call in the film industry as Operation Desert Whirlwind. Step 1 was to temper each woman by telling them that we were throwing a party for them in their honor. Step 2, throw a party in which they are all invited. Step 3, make them comply with extreme social deception. Step 4, live in happiness.
Chances, I take pain with the rain, and I don't care if it gets in my way. I am stronger than what you think I am, 'cause I got to move on no matter how. When they try to break you down, you've gotta just trust and believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Don't let nothing get in the way. It's just you.
Man, rotate the
It did not
beat,
go
give
as
me
well
a
as
mic
we
check.
intended to.
Clear your throat. You gotta make the picture clear, let me pass the Windex.
3, 4, here we go.
When a rapper like me grips the mic and thumbs a ride on this track, I come to rap.